But you know what is lit?
Facebook.
Our awesome Facebook group at facebook.com/nerdcave. We ask questions, or we ask 4 questions every week. This is my favorite part of the show.
Yes.
What's our first question?
Derek Daniel asks, if you have watched any of the Supergirl or Legends this season, how do you feel about this far? I haven't watched anything.
I have
I
not
have not
as well.
watched Supergirl, but I have watched 2 episodes into Legends. I think it's okay. I like where they're kind of going with it. I hope they, pick up some new people here and there.
Constantine.
But that would be super nice. Or Jonah Hex, or someone like that. Another super episode. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into detail about it, but I kind of like where they're going. It's like it was last season. It kind of started just a little bit slow, but I think it'll pick up kind of like it did. And I don't think it's going to have the extremely repetitive theme it had last year. So far, I kind of like where they're going with it.
I haven't watched either one yet.
Yep.
I'm actually a week behind on Flash and Arrow, too.
Get on
gotta
my
catch up.
level, Derek.
Flash was good.
Get on my
So
level.
I've heard.
Flash was good.
Get on my level of being behind almost 2 seasons.
Tom Cavanaugh, man.
Derek Daniel also says, since I can't believe it's finally here, what are your expectations for Doctor Strange? How will it stack up in the Marvel Universe?
It's going to be magical.
There'll be some magic. There'll be some Benedict Cumberbatch.
A lot of Benedict Cumberbatch.
I'm going to make a bold prediction. I think it's going to be a top 5 best Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. I think it's going to be really good.
I'm hands down excited for it. There's been very few things like the past month that's been like, oh wow, I can't wait for this. And Doctor Strange is definitely one of those that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm excited. It seems like it's not getting as much hype as all the other ones, which is totally fine. I
Look
don't
at Ant-Man.
Yeah,
it needs
exactly.
it, and it was great.
I'm going to make a bold prediction as well. And the big fight scene at the end, they're going to play, oh, it's magic, you know.
And then Star-Lord comes out and
Never
it's like,
believe
dance
it's
scene.
not so. But they're fiercely battling.
Yeah.
But that song is going to play
I'd love it.
just to get that
Bring it on.
Marvel humor in there.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be awesome. I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
Next question. It's not really a question. It's just one word. Westworld.
that I word.
I don't.
I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard great things about this show. I know I've talked with both Nick and Adam about it, and they both love it.
Yeah, they're drinking the Kool-Aid.
They are.
They are drinking the Kool-Aid.
I want to see it because I've had a few friends who's messaged me and like, did you watch it? And I'm like, I haven't yet, but I want to. It looks good.
So these 2 questions kind of go together. Actually, sort of. I'll read them out of order then.
Kind of, but not really.
They're all dealing with video games. Nick says, lot of big releases last few months. Top 5 games in contention for Game of the Year, please.
Battlefield 1 has... I played multiplayer and some of the story. Both aspects of that game is awesome. I love the World War I feel. I love my sniper that has the super long scope on it. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend getting it. And that right now is Game of the Year for me. I'm hoping to get Skyrim soon. Because I never beat it, and I want to play it with HD. It looks beautiful. But... but that right there, Battlefield is my dog right now.
He's a jive turkey fool.
I was a jive turkey.
Derek,
Did you
what
just
about-
call him a jive
I just
turkey?
called him a jive turkey.
I'm going to say Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past is my game of the year.
Did that come out this year?
In my mind. In all seriousness, I haven't played enough new games this year to really form an opinion.
His year 1 Destiny still in a wrap.
And that we might try and give that away on Saturday.
Yeah.
But you have to purchase all the DLCs that came out since.
I'll have to actually pay whoever wants it to take it.
So you get a free game, but you gotta pay $60 more to play everything else.
I'm going to say Uncharted 4 is still my vote for Game of the Year just because of story and everything and just an amazing experience that it was. I've got to finish Gears 4 before I can really form that opinion. I'm really enjoying Battlefield. I really suck. There are people when you play Call of Duty, you can make your way through that. Battlefield, it's a totally different like level of player and everything. I'm not saying about Call of Duty players are bad. It's just way different.
It's a different feel, and it's a whole different beast that you got to learn how.
And then you
to-
got bullet drop too. So
yeah, it's
all
crazy.
these old weapons, like
In Call of Duty, I felt like I was good. I'm like, because I've never played, a Battlefield game before, especially multiplayer. So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, here we go. I'm about to wreck some noobs, and
Pulling some noobs.
my KD spread was pretty
Fraggins.
Fragging like a pro.
fragging like a pro, Willis. My KD was horrible my first game.
yeah, it's a really interesting game. Like it's gorgeous.
It is
It's
beautiful.
absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Even like the just destroyed like just how awful it looks.
Yeah.
It's very realistic, so I can't wait to play more of it.
Same.
I haven't played a ton of the campaign, but it is what it is.
A little bit. A fragment.
Oh my screen
Black
went away.
screen. No more questions.
Come back screen.
Okay, there we go.
There we are.
Derek Daniels said, out of all the games that have come out this month, such as Mafia, Gears, Battlefield, Titanfall, and Skyrim, what has grabbed your attention the most or worth the money you spent? I wanted Mafia to be good. I really did. I think the story is still awesome. I've got to play more of it.
Yeah.
The gameplay is monotonous. The hellscape of day to night and night to day, I've said this several times, is just ridiculous. And when you're just driving down the road and then the sun is like blinding you, like you can't even see anything. You're like, what is this mess? So Mafia is kind of a disappointment, but the story at least is a good story. Gears, I'm loving it. I'm loving being back in that world.
Oh, yeah.
I'm liking the kind of reboot that they've done to it in a way where it's 20 years later that you're getting these different experiences and everything. Haven't played enough to form like a solid opinion yet. Already talked about Battlefield, not getting Titanfall. I've seen that it's reviewing really well, that it's interesting for the most part. I just can't do it.
I have a different opinion on this because I only spent $5.
I spent 60 on the
compared
first.
to your 60.
Now, is
And-
this the original one that they're like redoing, or is it a
No,
sequel?
this
No,
is
it's a sequel.
Titanfall
Oh,
2.
okay. I didn't even know they were doing a Titanfall too.
Okay, I was about to say, did I say that wrong? 'Cause
No,
you
you
just
didn't.
looked at me. But I've watched a little bit of gameplay, and our Caleb has posted a lot through his Twitch channel and everything. So I might get it down the road. I'm still very skeptical of it. Pokemon Sun and Moon is something that I'm looking forward to. But as of games that are out right now,
It's not this month, though.
I know. Out of games that are out right now, something that I'm excited to play. Zach's gonna shun me and call me a jive turkey. But Skyrim, I can't wait to get back into that world because it's magical and
Like, if somebody bought me Skyrim, I would play it. But I'm not going to buy a game that I already freaking own and I've already put 400 hours in. I just can't see
I didn't get to spend that much time with it, and plus,
So you a jive turkey, son?
I got
Isn't he a jive turkey?
Gears of War and Battlefield both for free. So my payment for getting $120 worth, my simple math is broken.
That one simple dollar.
120 that they spent. I was like, you know what? I'll get when I get paid. I was like, I'll get Skyrim.
All right. Moving on. I'm not going to talk about football because it's not important. Derek Daniels says, following up on the previous question, with November practically here, what games are you looking forward to? The big names are Call of Duty, Dishonored 2, Watch Dogs 2, Pokemon, Sun and Moon, and Final Fantasy 15. I will never play a Final Fantasy game. I've already decided.
I
I've
never
decided
have.
that, like, with the way they showed at E3, I'm like, nope, you're not getting any of my money.
Sticking your nose up to that.
No, I'll play a Zelda game before I play a Final Fantasy game.
Wow. I take that as a compliment.
Ocarina of Time. baby.
I'm just like throwing shade at like two of the biggest like video game franchises of all time. But like, I don't want that garbage near me.
Very controversial today.
Out of all of those, Dishonored 2 actually is probably the one that I want to play
It looks
the most.
cool.
Watch Dogs just got burnt by that one, and Titanfall kind of burned me on both of those franchises. I've seen a lot of cool things from Watch Dogs 2, so I'll try it out.
I really wanted the first one to be good. It looked so cool in the beginning.
I never played it.
It looked really cool. It was just very basic. Like they didn't flesh out enough
Basic
stuff.
white girl.
Just like Robbie. And then Pokemon Sun and Moon. I just don't have the time to dedicate to a light RPG like that. You know, I love Pokemon and everything, but just the time and everything that goes into that, I just can't
I thought it
do
was a Digimon game.
One cool thing they recently announced about Pokemon Sun and Moon is that you'll be able to fight adult versions of Red and Blue.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Where's green?
Green's a cooler color.
No.
Games that I am looking forward to is definitely Dishonored 2. I can't wait to play it. Watch Dogs 2 because I haven't played. I never played the first one, but watching stuff that they had at E3 and seeing different, little bits of gameplay and stuff like that.
Come out yet?
You sure?
I'm sure it hasn't come out yet. Keep going. Keep
But
talking.
obviously, those two games and Pokemon Sun and Moon. Those are games, I've played almost every rendition of Pokemon that has come out. So, I might play this one. I hope I'm able to, but we'll see.
Okay, that's what I thought. February 14th. Sorry, guys. I was looking when Persona. It was originally supposed to come out this year, but it's next year. Sorry.
It's okay.
If I get any of those games, it'll be one of the Pokemons.
Pokemon.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Digital monsters.
And then Nick talked some trash, and then
Usually.
Adam asked when could he post, but then he finally
Usually.
posted. He said, "So since it's Halloween time, what creature or person, clown is a person, not a monster necessarily, are you most afraid of or intrigues you the most?"
Robbie Rawls. No, I'm kidding. Clowns have always bothered me. I feel uncomfortable around clowns.
Zach knows my answer as well.
Clowns.
Yeah.
The woman from
And
the Super
werewolves.
Mario Brothers movie.
There you go. Yes, that is my greatest fear. Is that woman in that costume? Oh my God.
So I gotta
It's
find
awful.
that and put that video on a loop and send it to Zach.
You know what I'll send you?
Don't do it.
Oh, so guys, that was an awesome episode. That's all the questions other than the trash talk.
You have no power.
But I did want to take a minute and say thank you to all of our awesome Patreon supporters, Amy Irving, Adam Gumbert, Nick Caputo, and the Derailed guys. Thank you for supporting us over there. We've got awesome tiers. We've got awesome goals. We're like $2 away from one of our goals.
What's our first goal again?
We do a live AMA each month with at least one of us.
And Ama.
So
I thought it was Alma.
It could be Ama.
it's Ask Me Anything. That's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was a good speller in high school.
But thank you for supporting us. It means a lot to us. And if you want to support us, you can go over to patreon.com/nerdcave and join us there. You can get our awesome exclusive podcast each month. That's for $1. And then you can get all of this awesome stuff early. I know y'all are putting out more things early as well, right? You're putting out.
Yeah, we're in the works of, for our wrestling podcast that myself, Nick, and Adam do, we're in early works of doing exclusive Patreon stuff. We're still working it out, but that'll be in the coming weeks.
That'll be
We'll make posts about it once we work
One
everything
video
out.
will be them wrestling in a pool of chicken noodle soup.
I actually like chocolate better.
It's actually going to be
Chocolate
Nick
pudding.
versus Adam, and I'm going to be the special guest referee.
Little cups of Jello that has extra stuff in it.
So, guys, please go over there and support us, and make sure that you subscribe to all of our channels. Go find our social medias. What are our social medias?
Guys, we're all over. I was like, who's tackling this one? Guys, we are all over Facebook, Instagram, which I have now rebooted. What's that little yellow? Snapchat. Little Snapchat. I got back with Snapchat. But guys, it's all under Nerd Cave. So you just got to go to whatever you're on and just search Nerd Cave and like that one song sung by Michael Jackson, I'll be there, or will be there.
On that note, you can check out all of our podcasts throughout the week. We have Nerd Cave Retro on Mondays with myself and Jason Robbins. We review a different retro game every week. Wednesday, myself and Robbie talk fantasy football. Thursday, we have 2 shows. We have our wrestling show, Battle of the Brands, with myself and Nick Caputo and Adam Gumbert. We also have my solo show, The Derek Diamond Experience, which I did want to thank everybody for downloading the Laura Hall episode. It's almost up to 550.
Nice.
It was, I was blown away by that.
That is awesome.
It was a lot of fun to do. It was one of my favorite interviews that I did. So thank you to everybody for downloading that. Friday, we have the show, the Nerd Cave Podcast, if you don't subscribe on Patreon. And on Saturdays, we have our friends over at the Pop Culture Palette. And you can find all of those podcasts on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Google Play.
Guys, make sure you go check us over at nerdcavenetwork.com/extra life and go support us. Make sure you come hang out on Saturday, November 5th. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a rip snorting good time.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Also, if you're a streamer on Twitch or YouTube, and then you would like to if you would want to help, you could stream 24 hours along with us. Just get in contact with one of us, and we'll get you started on becoming a member of the Nerd Cave.
Team Nerd Cave.
Team Nerd Cave.
It's cool to be a nerd.
It is.
Yep.
Guys, thank you for coming along with the ride. This has been Zach.
Derek.
And Robbie.
Have a week.